Angela Mosley,
Hey,
how are you?
boy.
So good to finally catch up with you, man. Sorry you kept missing me.
I know, but we here. We are here.
We here.
You
We here.
and
My
you is
energy level's a little low.
you out and about and fishing and doing a whole lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good to see you.
Likewise. It's so good to be here still in
Yeah,
the land of the living, man. I'm blessed.
yes indeed. Yes indeed. Yes indeed. So what is let's go to the top. How you doing now?
I'm good. You know, my energy level is a little bit low, but it's just, it's just how it is. It's just one of those days.
Okay.
Still happy to be here though,
Okay.
nonetheless.
I'm
How
so
are you?
I am doing good. It's late at night for me, but I am good. This is pretty much when they get up and start doing a lot of stuff. So I can't complain. I'm enjoying.
Oh, were you Italy?
Yeah, I'm in Italy now. I was in Greece about 2 weeks
Nice.
ago, catching up with some friends and stuff, but I'm in Italy now.
Wow.
So I am
Oh,
glad to be here. Good catching up with folks and making some different things happen and all of that other stuff. So trying to keep my
I love
feet
that.
in both areas. Yes, yes, yes.
You
Yeah,
doing it, ma'am. I love that.
I'm trying because I mean it's definitely some stuff that I want to make sure that our people get connected to and do and we're doing it right. So I'm trying to lay the foundations for it all. So yes, indeed, ma'am. But I've been keeping up with your journey.
Absolutely.
I've been keeping up with your journey. Oh my God.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
Yeah, I saw your your party, you're coming your was it for a single or was it for your whole album?
It was for a single.
Okay, that's what I
It's
thought.
called Francia, and I
Okay.
just released that. Well, I had a listening party for it. It comes out August 1st on all streaming platforms.
Okay.
I'm so happy about that. And shout out to my team, Grammy nominated Pete Galanis,
Congrats.
Henry Altenberg, my co-writer and composer. Ivan Singh for bringing me over there and introducing me to all the wonderful guys who helped me kind of lay the foundation of it.
Yeah.
I'm blessed.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Yeah, the pictures and everything, it looked really, really good. I was like, she is doing her thing seriously. And it seems like you meeting some new people too.
Yeah, I'm really excited. It's just, I don't know. It's just like if God has something intended for you, he seems to just put people in your path that are going to be valuable, like no matter what happens to you in your life, no matter where you go, no matter where you land, like he's going to always put people in your life that's going to help you carry out his purpose for you.
Yeah.
I met this wonderful guitarist. His name is Eric, and like a short version of his story was he came to QL. When he came to QLI, he had a spinal cord injury that rendered him like completely paralyzed from the neck down. He couldn't
Okay.
talk, he couldn't eat, he couldn't walk. Um, and then when they first got him here, they had heard that he loves to play the guitar, um, and that he's a professional guitarist. So when they put the guitar in his hand, he just started playing it perfectly, as
What?
if nothing ever happened. And they were like, okay, well, we know what we're going to build his therapy around. But that's just an example of like no matter what happens, if God has a purpose for you, he's always going to make sure that you're okay, and the foundation is always laid out for you to do it. um so I met Eric, and we gel together very well musically. So, like we've just been working on a few covers, no originals just yet. My schedule is hectic, his schedule is hectic, but we were able to pull together a short set for the listening party, and it's just a blessing. Like it's just a blessing the way things are working out.
Okay.
And even QLI's my facility rehab, it's called QLI, and their marketing photographer is also like this amazing harmonica player, and
Oh,
he got
wow.
up there and did like a number with us, and like he's amazing. Shout out to John. um he's also going to be performing. I think they have I forgot what it's called, but there's a blues weekend here in Omaha where they're
Okay.
going to have there's a historical district downtown, and there's like over 20 venues, and they're opening up all the venues to about 30 different blues artists and blues
Okay.
bands and things like that. And John is going to be performing there, so I'm going to be there with them, and I'm excited. Like
That's
it's just
awesome.
wonderful things are happening, and I'm just leaning into it.
Yeah, that's a good thing because you not only are you, like you said, when God has something planned for you, it's gonna happen regardless, but you're also expanding your fan base and expanding your network, and going places that you never thought you probably would have been before. So that's a good thing.
Hmm.
That's
Hmm.
that's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah,
I'm happy for you.
I'm not finished. If God says I'm not finished, then guess what? That means I'm not finished.
You're not finished at all. Not at all. So what else is on the horizon? What else you got coming up, music wise?
So I have another single that's coming out soon. Hopefully within the next month. Um, it's called "Break My Heart," and it's more of like a old school R&B feel to it. Um, it's also something that I'm working on with Henry Altenberg and with Pete Galanis. And there's like other few cool people in the scene that we know that's going to be on it. J Rock did the drums.
Okay.
um yeah, I know my friend Tracy, he did the saxophone part on it. So it's wonderful, and it's going to be a nice little follow up to Francia, which is very different than Break My Heart. Like I don't like to put myself in a box. I feel like as Black women, people tend to do that a lot.
Right.
um, they they get kind of confused when we sing more than one style of music, which is something that I don't really understand because Black American women, especially those of us who are fortunate enough to venture outside of our neighborhoods, we have tons of influences musically. Um, and as musicians, as composers, and as songwriters, um, we feel constricted when people try to box us in
Yeah.
into one category.
Yeah.
Um, what you know, like I'm not just blues. Like I love the blues, and the blues is my birthright, and I love singing the blues, but I also love singing R&B. I also love singing rock. I also love singing a little bit of country. I
Mhm.
also love singing gospel. These are the elements musically that raised me. Um, and a lot of it has like taught me to be the person that I am today. So why not sing it? Because somebody told me that I can't. Somebody told me that I shouldn't. That's crazy.
Right. No, you very much raise a good point because I think that for just for a lot of reasons, just within the black umbrella of music, they want to categorize us and put us something in things that they want us to feel. Because I even
Yeah.
remember about when what's her name? Tina Turner, when she like fully came out to what she wanted to
Hmm.
and how she wanted to sing. It was completely different than what they had pegged her for. So you are very right.
Yeah.
And knowing who you are and knowing yourself, you have to speak up and say, no, I can do this and do this. So don't
Yeah.
do this. Yeah, so you are so correct on that. So this new song, the single that's about to come out, so it's a little bit more on the R&B side.
It's
Okay.
called Break My Heart, and it's about exactly what the title says. It's
Okay.
and it's the traditional R&B love song.
Okay.
It's about disappointment. It's about expectations that weren't met. It's about not getting the closure that somebody that you think you need.
Mhm.
It's not a happy song, but
Okay.
it's a song that's still relevant because people go through these things every single day. It's something that, people are there's always a coming of age phase for somebody in this world. There's people born every day. There's people going through their teenage phase every day. There's people going through heartbreak every day. And these are the questions that they have.
Okay.
Uh, at 40 years old, I just got out of a recent relationship. I just found out, well, when I was in ICU, I found out that my ex was cheating on me.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he told me in a very indirect way. But I can read between the lines, and he knows that I'm a
While you
smart
were in the
person.
hospital.
While I was in intensive care
Oh
unit,
my
yep,
God. Okay. Wow.
yep, he didn't even come to see me. Everybody else rushed to my side but him.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yep. And I mean, that was all the closure that I needed. Cause
Right.
no, we're not doing that. We're not playing those games.
Mhm.
So, even, I cried for a night, but after that, I was like, absolutely not. Like, I have very little energy left as it is, and I'm not about to spend it here. But I mean, there was one night where I was just like, why?
Mhm. Yeah.
Why? And so the song addresses that because it's something that, at some point, everybody has asked that question.
Yeah. Okay. So coming out of the blues scene, and like you said, you sing blues, you sing gospel, you see those are the things that were your foundation and the premise of who you are as a singer, as an artist. Um, do you think that being in the industry where we are now, and a lot of the artists that are coming up and the songs that they are putting into a cookie cutter type of thing, do you think that we're at a complete reset, that we need to go back to some of the old foundational principles we had?
Um, I think a little bit of column A and a little bit of column B.
Okay.
I think that we restrict ourselves and we hold our own selves back by not being in tune with the music that happens within us naturally.
Okay.
Like music naturally evolves.
Yes.
That's why James Brown was as famous as he was because he was able to take the blues and turn it into funk music. He was able to take blues music, turn it into funk, and then start rapping lyrics within his funk music, which was like the very first examples of rap music. But he still had that foundation in blues and in gospel. And he's a great example of someone who knew how to stay in the present and create new music while still not forgetting where he came from. And another great example of that is Tina Turner. Came from blues, she went from blues to 60s music to funk, and then she totally reinvented herself and became a rock star. But, within her performances, she still paid homage to like those blues roots.
Right.
And I feel like it shouldn't be one or the other. I feel like, we can't forget about where we came from.
Correct.
We can't forget about the stories of the past that our grandmothers and grandfathers have told us, whether it's through telling stories or whether it's through the music, because that's the music that shook us in a way and inspired us to create new music.
Hmm.
Um, I feel like you can't have one without the other. And that's how I want to treat my music, and that's how I hope, but you can't tell other people what to do, especially another artist. But like I hope, right? I hope that my peers in addition to creating all this wonderful new music that I'm so excited about. But I hope that, they can still reach back and create some traditional blues music, some traditional R&B music, some traditional funk and soul music, some traditional rock music, because that's where we came from.
Yeah.
That's where we came from, and we don't have to leave it behind if we don't want to.
Yeah. No, I think that's a great answer. I was in my last interview that I just had. I sat down with Daryl, which was hilarious. uh,
Baby,
yeah, I sat down with Daryl, and he was talking to me about what he's going around with the young guns and what he's doing and bringing out new talent
I
and stuff
love him
like
so
that.
much.
I know Daryl is he's a trip. I love me some Daryl. He will have
Hmm.
you laughing for real. But he was saying with the young guns, I was like, first of all, Daryl, you need to get some women in there because all you see is just men floating around.
Hmm.
I need some women up in there. So he's
Hmm.
like, it's no women that I said we're gonna have to find you some women, put some names in the pot or something.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean, especially if we're good, uh, for whatever reason, we're an easy target. And so, what I'm noticing is that, like, a lot of women that do want to put a foot in the door, there's a lot of, and I don't mean it's like stir any controversy right now, but there's a lot of men who find us as an easy target and
mm,
as competition. So they try to intimidate us out, they try to bully us out, and they know that as women, naturally, we're more aesthetically pleased, and therefore people are going to want to even just look at us more than they're going to want to look at them. And I'm not saying it like I've I've had it being told to me in numerous different ways, and so this is what I was told, and it makes sense. But um, I just feel like as women, we have to be like 10 times as stronger than the men in these circles, or else we're gonna bow out.
yeah, yeah.
And
So
that's my take on it. It could be for whole other reasons, but that's my take on it.
right. No, I understand that. And I sent him a young woman. I don't know if you remember the woman who was when we did the panel. She was a drummer. I sent
Yeah.
connect
Yep.
her because she really, really wants to do blues and stuff. And I was, told her to reach out to Daryl and make that connection because there are some women who have some amazing stories and they want to, because the blues for them bring back a lot of memories to uncles and their parents who used to sit around and listen
Yeah.
and stuff and they want to get connected to that world. They just don't know how. So I told Dad, I was like, you need to find some women, and I certainly passed along some names as I could. But I love what they are doing with the young guns and the fact that they're keeping it fresh and new. And he was talking about how at the last event, what they did was they were able to, go back to the past, but also show the new stuff and techniques that they're doing, which was cool. You consider yourself as a mentor, and he wanted to skirt around that. But I was like, no, you a mentor. We love you, Daryl. We love you and all
Yes, we
the
love you,
stuff.
Daryl. Thank you for having our back. And I wish there were more people out there like Daryl. Like he helped raise some money for me when I first had my stroke. And like I feel like he really has our back. And I wish there were more people out there that would just protect us and look after us the way he does. But we're very lucky to have you, Daryl, if you're watching this.
Yes, indeed. Yes, he is definitely like that father figure that we need within the industry. And like he honestly he keeps it real. I will say that. He definitely keeps it real.
Exactly.
Some sound advice that's needed. And he's been in the industry, on the outskirts for the most part, but he's been in the industry for some years. So he's seen everything, heard everything, and he knows how to bring it respectfully to
Yeah.
young people. So that's what I love about him. He's a sweetheart. Seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah. So with you, what you have the new single that's coming out. What else are you doing to with your process as you're getting better? Because I see you getting stronger and stronger and doing some new amazing things. So what's with the process?
Yeah, my recovery's coming along nicely, slowly but surely. But I've, I'm not. I'm big on. I'm a big believer in therapy,
Hmm.
mental therapy, physical therapy, any type of therapy. She's telling me the food was done.
Okay, no
I'm
problem.
hungry. I'm always hungry. Girl, don't worry about me. Um, um, yeah, and like one of the things that one of my therapists told me is that because I was just really frustrated, especially like when I first got here, it was a really, really tough transition. For whatever reason, I'm always like in some type of transition in my life, and I'm just like, God, can I just chill out a little bit? I just feel like I'm always transitioning from one thing to the other, to the other, to the other. Maybe it's because I just don't sit down. But anyway, she was saying that like healing isn't linear.
Right.
Like, like even though you're going on an upward trajectory, there is going to be like some setbacks that you're going to have to overcome and then continue your upward journey.
Hmm.
So like, there has been a few setbacks, like, I've been sick a few
Okay.
times. Sometimes like my recovery process would slow down and I'm like, oh God, is that it? But then like the following week, something great will happen. Like, like my progress slowed down and then out of nowhere I started wiggling my toe.
Okay.
So like or like a finger, like I can like wiggle my fingers again. Like sometimes I can wiggle my toe. Like sometimes I can move my leg. Like 2 nights ago, I rolled over myself by myself for the first time.
Oh, wow. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
it really is.
Oh my
It
God.
really is. And I know a lot of people like they don't really think about it because you can
Yeah.
roll over by yourself in your sleep without thinking about it. But
Right.
imagine if you can't, and no matter how hard you try, you just can't. Like your brain knows how to make your body roll over, but it's frustrating because as much as your brain is telling your body to do something,
Mhm.
yeah, but it's just not
No, it's
happening.
not working. Yeah.
It's just not happening. So to be able to do that again on my own after 6 months of not being able to do it, man,
That's a long
you
way.
be happy too.
Yeah, you come a long way. You come a long way.
I have, man. And I got a ways to go. I got about 6 months more here.
Okay.
They still they still haven't given me a release date, y'all.
Okay.
I feel like a DOC inmate. I sound like a DOC inmate. I don't know. They still haven't given me a release yet, but
But
it's looking
hey,
like
I look at it, the perspective of you got some work there to do because you got,
yeah,
got some artists that you're working and connecting with. So there's some work
I
there.
hope so.
Yeah.
I
And
hope so.
as they always say, trust the process, right?
That's the only thing I can do right now is just trust the process, trust God, trust the universe, and just trust all of those outside forces that are working within my favor.
Yeah. But you're looking good. You're looking good doing it,
Thank
though.
you.
And I'm gonna let you go eat because you're hungry, and I don't want to hold you up too much longer. But it
No,
was
it's okay.
no, no, no. It's good. I try. I'm trying to keep these as 30 minutes and keep it moving because I want to keep having
Right
more of
on.
these. I want to keep having more of these. But no, I'm so glad we connected, though.
Me too. And Dr. Mosley, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to check in with me and to check up on me. You are my sister for real. I've got nothing but love for you. And if there's anything you ever need, you got my phone number.
Yes.
Please hit me up. I got you, girl.
Same and same to you, sis. Seriously. And we gonna do this another time.
All right.
Maybe you might be fishing, but I might have to stop you from fishing. We gonna have to do this another time, though.
Yes. Okay.
All
I'm
right,
with
take
it.
care, beautiful.
Take care. Love you, girl.
Love you, girl. Bye bye.
Bye.